So before I start this video, I just want to show you that my settings are flat and the Sans amp is actually turned off. Although I just turned on the gain switch, or that one with the microphone, or the headphone icon, so that I will just have a little more volume. Okay, so that is just to prove that I have the flat setting. Hopefully you can see that one. Okay, now going back, yeah, that is just to show you the settings that I will use in this video. Okay, so hello junkies, I have not made a video for about the bass okay, for quite some time, so that's why I'm going to make one right now. Okay, so I always make these videos because I don't want amateurs like me, okay, committing the same mistake all over and over again. Okay, so this one is more for amateurs or maybe semi-pros. Okay, so that I just want to share my experiences so that we can lessen our mistakes. I'm not saying that there were no warnings in the past. Okay, I'm just that stubborn and I'm just reiterating the things that maybe are already etched in stone. We're just too stubborn to follow it. Okay, so first absolute truth that I want to reiterate here is that we will never be able to nail the tone, the bass tone of somebody else. Okay, so let's say this one. Just be the judge. I'm using a Marcus Miller signature bass. Now see if I will sound like Marcus Miller. Okay, the preamp was not turned on. I will turn on the preamp. Did I sound anything like Marcus Miller, or did I nail the tone? In my opinion, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because in order for you to be able to nail Marcus Miller's tone is that you will be Marcus Miller himself. Okay? And of course, at the beginning of my journey here with my passion, with my passion with the bass, I wanted to emulate his tone. I mean that mid-range. Sorry. Oops. I'd rather have that in passive. You know, that high mid-range slap tone. Okay, so I tried to emulate that, and to no avail. I just wanted to sound exactly like Miller, but when I do it again and again, I just reached the conclusion that I will really never nail his tone 100%. However, that is actually quite liberating. Okay, why? So, in the past few days, I tried to veer away a little from the music of Marcus Miller in his slap tone. Okay? And lo and behold, the benefits were, I somewhat discovered that I can do some things that I thought possible. I mean, I can actually do a bass tone that will actually sound great in the mix. Okay, even if it is a simple bass line, just something like, you know, the so-called boring bass lines. Okay? And I understood the importance of what Andrew Goucher said, that we need to focus more on how we sound in the mix. So how we sound together with other instruments rather than sounding rather focusing our sound as a solo instrument. Okay, so we should not really focus too much. Okay, I mean, it's okay to do slap riffs. Okay, stuff is every now and then, but we have to be more focused with how this, okay, okay, it might sound nice, okay, as a solo instrument, but that might not sound that might not sound good when the guitars are in, the drums are in. Okay, so we must focus more on trying to sound good together with other instruments, because that's the main purpose of the bass. We have to make other instruments look good because we're the glue. Okay, we're the glue. So we have to focus on that. Our sound, okay, in the mix, okay, sound in the mix. We have to focus on that. And just for starters, okay, for you to get my point, especially those who are just beginning their journey in the bass, um, the bass that doesn't really sound good in as a standalone instrument, the precision bass. Okay, try using the precision bass. It doesn't really sound good in alone, but when you play it with the other instruments, I mean, it sounds great. Okay, the precision bass is a good example of that. Okay, try to play the precision bass together with the band. That bass will sounds better when it's together with the other instruments. I mean, that's what I love about the precision bass. Okay, so I mean, I've learned these things. Even I've learned a lot about my preamps, okay, and how to choose the pickups, okay, how to choose pickups that will actually fit my sound, okay, actually fit my sound. I actually managed, okay, to duplicate the sound of my sound here, okay, my sound, not Miller sound, okay. That's what I have said. I have accepted the fact that I will not be able to nail Marcus Miller's tone, even in a copy of his signature bass. Okay, so that's the sound of the passive. Okay, so let me just change my bass here. So let me get another one. So this is actually my, okay, my one of my favorite basses in my collection. So this is just a beat up old Fernandez Bernie bass, okay, that I just bought for a cheaper price. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, there's a problem with the electronics of this one. There. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ah. Now I have to fix that one. Right? I mean, I sound the same. I sound the same. If there are differences, there's really subtle, okay? So, now I actually found my sound again, my sound here in the Miller bass, and I actually transferred it here. Okay, so virtually how I sounded there. Okay, so maybe some of you will say that I sound better here. Okay, but that's your opinion and that's okay. You're not wrong. Okay, but in my ears, I sound the same here, and that's what's important is that you can actually sound the same in different ways, because now you understand how your technique works. Okay, how your technique works. So that's quite liberating. That I can actually now I actually know my stuff. That gives me confidence that if I want my sound on a certain bass. By the way, it's the same type of bass, J bass, okay, the J bass. So now I'm confident that I know how to choose the proper components in duplicating my sound in a J-type bass. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's quite liberating. That means, that gives me confidence that I now know my sound. As for the wood, of course, I have no idea what wood this one is, but it actually sounds great in my ears. Even the string selection. Okay, even the string selection, the importance of choosing your strings well and investing in quality strings. Okay, so that is actually liberating. And another liberating thing is that you will not fall to the trap of believing in certain myths. Okay, in certain myths. So what am I talking about? Okay, what am I talking about? For example, this one, okay, this Fender Jazz Bass standard, okay, standard, yeah, this is the standard Jazz Bass, the one made in Mexico, okay, the one made in Mexico. They're actually, the default pickups, I believe, it's ceramic. Why? Because it has a big magnet bar underneath. I know that's the configuration of the ceramic pickup, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, and then I changed the pickups of this one to the Alnico type. Okay, the Alnico 5 pickups, because I was not really content, okay, with the bottom end that this bass is actually giving. Okay, and then lo and behold, fast forward 7 years. Okay, fast forward 7 years, lo and behold, I'm back with ceramic pickups. Okay, back with ceramic pickups, because I believed in the myth that ceramic pickups are actually bright. Okay, actually bright, brittle, okay, light sounding, modern sounding. Okay, but this bass actually says otherwise. Look. I don't know about you, but that bottom end, okay, you know, it creates that rumble. When it creates that rumble, that means the bass is excessive. Okay, the bass is excessive, so you have to go to the preamp and just uh, decrease the bass a little bit. Okay, and then put the mid range a little higher, which I will do, right? So there. Okay, the rumble has been reduced compared to this one, flat. I don't know if you've noticed it, but here I can actually hear the difference. Okay, so that's actually a myth. See? Okay, now I virtually sound the same. Okay, I virtually sound the same, and if you sound the same with different basses, excuse me, of course with the same type, okay, of course you will not sound the same in a jazz bass, in a P bass, okay, because the pickup configuration of that one is different. However, now if you can hear, okay, I don't know, try to be the judge, but to me, I sound basically the same, okay, the difference is not night and day, right? So that's quite liberating, okay, that I actually sound the same. So what am I saying? Okay, if you know your stuff, you will now actually be able to duplicate your tone. Okay, your tone, not somebody else's tone. And that's good. Okay, that's good. Why? Because you have to be confident with your own tone. Okay, because it's hard to be someone else. Okay, it's hard to be someone else. A friend of mine actually pulled out this argument because he actually nailed the tone of Slash, okay, using a Les Paul, okay, and some distortion effects plugged into a Marshall amplifier. I mean, he really nailed the tone, okay. But if you would notice, guitar players most of the time they are using picks. Okay, they are using picks. So the number one ingredient in that tone of slash is using a pick. Okay, it's using a pick. So if you try to use your hands, okay, bare hands, you will not be able to duplicate that tone. Believe me. Okay? That's why we bassists, okay, we most of the time play with our fingers. Here, I did. Okay, so since I'm not using a pick, okay, a plastic pick, for you to duplicate my tone, you have to duplicate my technique. This is bare. These are bare hands. Okay, bare hands, fingers, fingernails. Okay, my fingernails. Okay, so it's really true. Okay, it's really true that tone is in your fingers. Okay, now you just have to know what gear will actually transmit this tone. Okay, will transmit the best, okay, the best tone coming out from your hands. That's also a skill. I actually agreed with Charles Bautista when he said that part of our skills as bassists is choosing gear. So we have to know our stuff. We have a lot of information, but please choose the credible ones. Hopefully I'm a credible one. Okay? Hopefully I'm a credible one. And this information I'm sharing to you is the things that I have researched and experienced for a number of years. Okay, I'm no pro. Okay, I'm no pro. So try to listen to the pros, but no offense to the pros. Some of them are still in experimentation. Okay, I mean you've seen pros changing gears. Okay, so I mean of course they're human, but I look up to them. Okay, I've learned so much from them. So now I know how to choose my gear, but that took a lot of time, a lot of mistakes, a lot of stupidity. Okay, so I hope that this video, I'm actually having a long video now. I hope that this video will help you commit lesser mistakes. Okay, commit lesser mistakes because I don't want you doing the same mistakes that I did. So there. I hope you've learned something from this long video. I'm sorry it's reaching the 17 minute mark. It's like one of my toy reviews. Okay, so there. Moral of the story, you will never be able to nail somebody else's tone 100%. Okay, you will not be able to do that because the only way to do that is to be them. Okay, because bass, okay, is played by bare hands. Now we just have to know what gear will actually transmit the best possible tone for your tone. Okay, your tone, not somebody else's tone. Okay, so I hope you've learned something from this video, and I would like to greet you all a good day ahead. I really hope that you are doing okay there if the pandemic is still out there ravaging. Please have yourself vaccinated, stay at home, follow health protocols, wear your masks, wear your face shields if necessary, and maintain proper hygiene. So please stay safe. Thank you, and may you have a great day ahead.